So I've now seen season 6 episode 3 of Rick and Morty, and now I can see why everybody was freaking out on the internet. So the concept of this episode was a really weird concept. I think it works for something like a Rick and Morty, but it still doesn't change the fact that it's a weird concept. The concept in itself is both best start to like each other and start to do things with each other because they know a lot about themselves that, you know, their partner can't know. And they try to hide it from the family, but they suck at it, and the only person they end up hiding it from is from Jerry. And this is a nothing episode because once Jerry found out, at first he threatened to leave, and like the thought of killing himself was on the line in the minds of everybody, but he ends up liking it because I guess he wants to be cucked. Okay, like I'm not surprised that Jerry may possibly want to be cucked, but this is a very weird episode that somebody's fetishes might be being portrayed right now. Like, whoever wrote this, like, they probably feel this way, honestly speaking. I feel like I don't have much to say about this episode. I guess the main question at hand was, is this cheating? Is if you had a clone of yourself and you were dating somebody and you end up screwing yourself while dating that person, is that cheating, or is that a weird version of self-love? Which side are you on? Because I don't know what side I'm on. I'd say it's a little of both. While you could possibly manipulate the situation and convince somebody that it's just self-love and nothing more, nothing less because they're a clone of you, you're still doing something with another body. You're still acting upon sexual desires with another being. So in that instance, it is cheating, whether it's like you know, with an actual other person, it's still another person. At the end of the day, it's still another person. If they were the exact same Beth, you could have done a little more convincing to be like, yeah, this is just self-love. But they have lived different lives at this point and kind of have different personalities. One's a bit more of an aggressor than the other. So it's safe to say that they're different people at this point. They just go by the same name still. So it definitely falls into the line. That is cheating. That is my stance. That is my stance. I feel like the only people the general audience could probably relate to is Morty and Summer, because that's us in the situation, you know? If that weird situation was happening, you would try to hide everything into whatever you're doing. Video games, watching something, reading. Just something to focus on, not that. That's I can't believe this is an actual episode. I can't believe it. Is there a theme I could think of that was carried on throughout this episode? No? Is there anything I could think of? No, it's an episodic episode. I'm fine with it being an episodic episode. It's a weird one, but it's not bad. I think that's the main thing I'm taking from season 6 so far, is that it's not bad. Jerry at the beginning kind of felt like season 1 Jerry when he was threatening to, you know, kill himself when, you know, he was saying if Beth was ever unfaithful, stuff like that. But this did show that he has evolved from that point. While in a very weird Coco type of way, it did show that he has evolved from that point. This isn't seasons 1 through 3 Jerry. He has matured to a weirder version, but he has matured nonetheless. So with that being said, I'm not gonna hold you guys here for that much longer because it's hard to come up with stuff to say about this episode. The protogun's still not fixed, so I guess that's one major serial I was saying that's probably gonna carry over until maybe episode 5 or 8, I would assume. And with that being said, I'll see each and every one of you lovely people around next time. Leave your thoughts on the episode in the comments down below, and I'll get back to those as soon as I can. Okay. Goodbye.
So fight and fight.